Yo, what's up? I got some stuff in the mail. I'm about to pick it up. I'm gonna stop some leaks on this old dirty Shovelhead. Stay tuned. Oh, yeah. You leave stuff on my porch, that dirty old dog will bark at you and bite your ankles. Here we go. We got some Scamazon and Lowbrown Customs. Let's see what's in there. All right, Lowbrown Customs. I just got an order. I actually got a bunch of other stuff. That'll be another video. Of course, I half thought about it, and then I had to make a separate order, so that stuff will come later. They always overpack for stuff like that. Cycle standard. I thought it was Lowbrown Custom, but it's there it is. Intake clamps. The ones I have are rusted and pretty old, so I figured, what the hell, it's a cheap investment. So let's go put these on. All right, so the garage is looking pretty pitiful. I'm gonna throw a little update on the pan in the next video probably. This bike I just do not want to work on, but I gotta get it done. I need this one to go bye-bye. I gotta sell it. I'm gonna sell for, I don't know, cheap to me. And I was riding this thing, but it keeps bogging down in third gear and kind of hesitating, and I think this is the problem, so we're going to fix that in a minute. But yeah, these other bikes, I've been ripping the Sporty. It's been pretty fun. I always forget that that thing goes fast and it's an animal. So let's take this outside and start fussing with it. All right, we're outside. So first off, just to kind of reiterate what's been going on, I went back and forth with the carbs, been trying to get it to tune. When I first put this carb on, got the bike all dialed in, went for a ride, it had this carb on it with a different manifold, and it was perfectly fine, you know, besides the tuning junk and it leaked and whatever else. So then I thought I'd put a Makuni on it. The Makuni didn't work. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't really want to go down that whole route, another million videos or whatever of trying to figure it out. So I put this one back on, but I got the manifold that goes with this year of the bike. Slap this on, fires right up, goes down the road, all that, but it has like a weird hesitation. I have a suspicion that it's leaking from these guys, the ones that are on it. I'll show you that when I take them off. It's only when I put the hammer down to it, and then when I slightly roll on the throttle in third gear, and then fourth, you know, good luck. And especially when it's hot or it warms up. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm gonna put these on here just because the other ones are old anyways, and this is cheap insurance. And I got another little thing I'm gonna try to do. The other thing is maybe the charging system, something's going on, which I really doubt that's what's going on. It doesn't seem like it. If that's the case, and I go take a rip and it does the same exact thing, not only am I gonna be furious, but I'll check the battery and see if that does anything. Let's get this carb off for the 9 millionth time. So there's the manifold back there. I have been moving them back and forth and spraying, and it really takes a lot to find a leak. I think it's either got a really small leak or I'm just not catching it. But these ones are really old. They look probably good on camera. And then on top of that, I got this SNS gasket. I think that's gonna help eventually if I actually ride it longer than a couple short trips. I just wanted to show you there's kind of a gap on there, but the manifold does go to the head nice and tight. So let's get these bands off. Just take it off. Ooh, easy money. Easy peasy. Okay. So here's the bands. One of them. They look galvanized because they're so old. And they're not really round anymore. My main concern is the inside of them. I don't know if you can see. Has a ring all crusty in there, and they're not flat. I cleaned them, but I couldn't get all of it out, and I think that's what's probably causing my leak. is when I move it around, it's just moving around that leak. Otherwise, whatever. Let's toss these. Old ones versus new ones. These ones in particular, I do like how it has the bolt that catches and you can pinch it and swing it out. Can't really do it one-handed, but you see it. The one thing is when you cinch it down, it goes really far down. That's kind of annoying, and you can tell it's not perfect. It's got a lot of little kinks in it, like right here especially. That's from bending it over the pipe. Not just me, other people too. And then the other thing is these screws get jacked over time. I'm gonna guarantee that this isn't a stock screw. These are the ones that were on it. They look new. I don't see any pinching or, I don't know, twisting or anything. Safe bet is just toss them. Here's the other one. You can see the inside's got a black mark. I don't really understand why. It seems a little strange to me, and I hope that's not for me. Same thing with this one. This one's a little bit better, honestly. It's not as round. You can see the screws. I don't know, it is what it is, but it's all galvanized looking. It's not shiny. It's just dirty and probably not great for sealing. These ones I got from Lowbrow, cycle standard. The one thing is the screw's really short compared to, say, these. So it's a tight fit, and you don't have to screw down ½ inch or to an inch just to get it tight. That is nice, and it's difficult at the same time. Your preference. Stainless steel, I'm sure if it was 40 years old it'd look like this eventually, but right now it's gonna look great. And same rubbers, pretty sure. I haven't really compared them. I don't want to mix them up. They seem the same but shiny. Another thing was, I have these that I want to use to put over these, so they'll be inside like that, and then I'll put the band around it, really get it going. But these are so tight, like I was saying, that I can't put them over. They won't fit, and the screw's not long enough. So I'm just gonna try this, and if this doesn't work, I'll try with that big rubber on there, get a bigger screw and figure it out. Let's put this on there. Put the bands on, put the rubbers in there, tried to get the manifold in there by doing that. Wasn't working out. Didn't want to try that hard, so I figured I'd just put them over the manifold while the manifold was on there. It was a little easier to make sure that everything was dialed in. So I got on the other side of the bike, you see it. Got them dialed in, fussed with them, put them different ways. This is the best way to get it. Didn't hit the head. All right, let's see if it works. Give it some prime kicks. It's already spilling fuel everywhere. Speaking of that, turn the fuel on. Takes a lot of kicks. I don't have a choke. I have the old style one, so don't make fun of me. Okay, power's on. Hammering fuel. Come on, buddy. Never tell if it wants more fuel or not. goes on there. I get paranoid. Whoa. Saw that? That was weird. It's still getting fuel into the bottom of the bowl. Come on. Doesn't like that choke. We'll figure it out. Try it again. I don't know what this thing is doing. Doesn't want to tune. Let's try to start it again. Hang on. I can't find where it's at. I'm gonna try to get home. All right, I just rolled in. Here it is. It looks cool. We just don't want to run. I don't know what's going on. Looking thing. Let's go over this. Okay, that's it. Intake seals, new. Shoot, everything on this bike seems like it's new. It's like running 10% better every time I do something to it. It's kind of starting to show all the stuff I really need to do to it, which I'll go over in different videos, so stay tuned. I don't know what's going on. It keeps choking out. It'll idle really good. It'll idle decently, and then it'll start idling high, and then it'll kind of cough, and then want to die. And so then I adjust it to that, and then it'll die eventually. and then I kick it over and it's like it started over. It's just like a reset every time I tune it and kick it over. I don't know what that is. I'm basically gonna go get a can of brake cleaner tomorrow. I ran out. I got 3 of them sitting here empty. Found all the ones around here. Gonna throw them away so I don't keep using empty cans. I'm gonna try to find a leak. I don't know what's going on. Otherwise, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to take the carb apart again, try to figure that out. Maybe the float's too low or something. I don't know. None of it's pointing me in any direction. Maybe the jets are the wrong size, which is weird. I don't freaking know. I don't know. What do you think? Leave in the comments if you've ever had this problem. It's all over the place. I can't tune it. Once I get it dialed in, while it's hot, by the way, I'm not trying to do it while it's cold, but once it's hot, it's just all over the place. The other thing is that carb may be just junk. It's the old Amazon special, so dang it, everyone's had good luck, and of course I haven't. But the only thing I have left is a Super B. I would hate to have to put that on there, but I will, because it's a good carb. It's just gonna throw a lot of fuel. That's kind of my very last resort, but I will put it on there. Yeah, I don't know. What would you do? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, next video, I'm not really sure. I got a lot going on. They're going to be various. I really need to work on that Sportster, so maybe that'll be the next one. Let's go for a ride on that thing. Stay tuned and check out these videos on this bike that I'm talking about.